Number 56. What do you have on him?
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto. Swings through that high fastball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Nolan Schanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. Hit weakly on the ground. Oh, a great flip. There's one. How about that double play?
Very smooth on the feed to second right there. You gotta love that glove toss, Booth. You know, sometimes people think these guys are being a little flashy, but it actually can make more sense to do that than try to make a full transfer. And you gotta remember, these guys work on that play all the time, so it's in their back pocket whenever they need it.
Here's Mike Trout. Drilled out towards left center field. Lucas settles under this one. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here with my pal Singy. Getting the nod on the mound, Kyle Hendricks. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting second.
And the batter is George Springer. Hendricks deals. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One out, base is empty. A little bit low. That one misses, and the count's full. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over first.
Man at first with 1 gone. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Hendricks delivers. Runner on the go. Pitches low. And safe. It's a stolen base.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Hendricks throws over, and Springer's in there safely. And a 2-1 on the way. Misses
Inside,
again,
ball
5 in a row.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
Man at second. Grounder off the pitcher. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the out. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Chris, this is an offense that puts the bat on the ball. Tough outs pretty much throughout the lineup, and they have fewer strikeouts than any other team in the league.
Yeah, Boog, and I just remember as a player, when you're going up against a club like this, it keeps you on your toes all game long because you got to make plays for your pitcher on the defense. And so an offense like that can really put some pressure on that defense. So they can swing the bats, put it in play, but I also think if they run the bases hard, it adds another element to their game.
Line drive, and that ends the inning. We move to the second in Toronto. No score. Back now in Toronto. New inning getting started. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. And a foul ball. That one just missing inside. 2-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Struck him out looking.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
Here's Joe Adell. The 1-1 is fouled off. Second inning here, no score. Not close with that one. The count now 2-2. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
So man aboard, Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The pitch. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He made him pay for that one. His 18th home run of the season. It's 2-0. So 1 out, nobody on. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
One and 2 now. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
That's a strike. Next pitch is outside. Outside corner, got him looking. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Rogers Center, now the left fielder, Davis Schneider.
Left fielder, Davis Schneider.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
And now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. Here's a 1-1. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Nobody out, runner at first. Outside low, and it's 3-2. And that one hit to first. Slings to second. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Batting
The
seven.
3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 outs. And a good eye there.
Executed that pitch very nicely, just missed with it.
Two down, nobody on. Out to short, Neto. That's out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. Angels 2, and the Jays nothing. Top half of the
Leading
third
off for
inning,
the
and now
Angels, second
number
baseman,
17.
Number 17.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout.
Now batting,
So the batting order
Zach
turns
Neto.
over. And next for the Angels, Zach Neto. One down, base is empty.
That's ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Outside and low, it's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even
Up
much to think
next
about.
for the Angels, first baseman.
And
Nolan
next for L.A.,
Schanuel.
Nolan Schanuel. That one the other way. Makes the catch for the second out.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Now Trout gets a chance to hit.
Designated hitter,
He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are runner on the move. Hit on the ground to short. Bichette sends it across to first. And that is the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and one left on base. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Angels 2 and the Jays nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. And now for the Jays, Will Wagner.
Will Wagner.
So now 1-2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate. But with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
Tyler Heineman now at the plate. Ripped on a line. Makes the grab, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Andres Jimenez. 2 outs. Swings through that.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, and they're down 2-0. And we're back onto the 4th. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that is a good eye on a pitch down low. And the count is even, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
2 down, base is empty. Logan O'Hoppe will hit next. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 3-0.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Luis Rengifo, the next to hit for the Angels. And that one lifted in the air center field. Lucas makes the catch, and that is that. Angels get one with a solo homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, George Springer. That misses the zone. 2-1.
Well, these Blue Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Swing and a ground ball and foul ball.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Tosses to first. And one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
And now it's going to be Bo Bichette. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Addison Barger getting ready to hit. Yeah, that's fouled off. Good eye in that spot.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Has a beat on it. He makes the catch, and there's two down.
Now batting, left fielder, Davis Schneider.
Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. Two outs. Well struck left field. That's back. And it's gone. His fourth home run of the season. It's 3-2.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now.
Two outs, nobody on. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. On the ground right side. And that chance handled. Gets it to first. And that is the third out of the inning. This homer cuts into Toronto's deficit. It's now a 3-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back now in Toronto. We go to the top of the fifth. Now it's the right fielder, number 51. Way outside. They're now 3-1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Nick Sandlin getting ready to go. Brule, the lefty, warming up as well. That one misses.
No, that's a ball.
So a leadoff walk.
Now batting, number 17.
Here's the second baseman. Ground ball left side, could be 2 to Jimenez. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Zach Neto. This one in the air, right field. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball.
Ball 2.
And Gary Simmons punches him out. That's a strikeout. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Angels 3 and the Blue Jays 2. Back here at Rogers Center, John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Ernie Clement. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count
1 ball,
1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but
Now
found a way. Nice line drive to the pull
Will
side, met it out front,
Wagner.
but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Will Wagner, the next to hit. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Blue Jays down a run. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective
Okay,
pitching is
for
getting
the
ahead in
Blue
the count.
Jays,
And as a
catcher,
pitcher, it really allows you to start
Tyler
expanding the
Heineman.
zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Tyler Heineman next up for the Blue Jays. Over to first, and he's saved. Clement at first, 1 gone. And there's a ball. Swing and a grounder foul first base side. Line drive. And there's a hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Well, that
Now
may end up
batting,
being an at-bat we
second
go back to
baseman,
later on when this game is over.
Andres
So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Here's Andres Jimenez. That one's in there. 1 and 2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Pitch misses outside, and the count is 2-2. First and third, one down. Down the left field line, looks like extra bases. The tying run is in to score from third. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Kyle Hendricks won't go any further tonight, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching for the Angels.
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Jose Soriano.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Here's George Springer. 2 on, 1 out. That one almost got him.
1 strike.
Now that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Traffic on the bases with one already in. Last half of inning number 5. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that is that. The Jays push across a run on this double. We're tied now with 3 apiece. You're dialed into the show. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Nick Sandlin.
Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 52, Nick Sandlin.
So in now for the Angels, Nolan Schanuel.
Nolan Schanuel.
And that one popped in the air, left field. Schneider moving under this one. Reaches for it, but it's foul. Next offering is down low.
2-2 to count.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Here's Trout. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now batting left fielder Taylor Ward.
And here is Taylor Ward. That misses. And a count 2 and 1.
2-1.
Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. No runs, no hits, no errors. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. All tied up at 3 apiece. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now the right fielder, Addison Barger. That one finds the zone. 1 and 2. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Brock Burke, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Bachman, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Now the left fielder, Davis Schneider. And that one is lifted in the air. Ward. He makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Now batting third baseman
Ernie Clement now at the plate. Two outs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. To the right side. Boots it. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning coming up. All tied up at 3 apiece.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Chad Green.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
2 and 2. Ripped to first, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know he didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's the catcher to hit, Logan O'Hoppe. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swings and misses. Gassed it right by him.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And here is Luis Rengifo. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Angels go quietly there, still tied 3-3. And we're back, bottom of the 7th, and now for the Jays, Will Wagner.
Will Wagner.
And delivers outside.
Ball 2.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That one not close. Counts full, 3-2. Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now it's the second baseman, Andres Gimenez. That one missed. Two down, nobody on. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground, right side. And that one handled over to first. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays, so no change in the score. It's 3-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, number 51. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, number 17.
Here's the second baseman. Off the mark there. 2-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jeff Hoffman, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Fisher getting loose as well. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. Zach Neto in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. This one in the air. Wagner under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Angels, shortstop Zach Neto.
Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. The shortstop takes the ball. Chopped left side. Clement over to first. And that is the inning. Nothing across here this half. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. All tied up at 3 apiece.
Now pitching for the
Sam
Angels.
Bachman will take
Number
over here.
40, Sam Bachman.
Here's George Springer to
Leading
start it off.
for the Jays, designated hitter, George Springer.
And a count 1-2.
Ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Next offering upstairs.
That's a really good take.
Bo Bichette in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Lined, and that's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
He was all over that
Now
one.
batting,
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
No outs, runner at first. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. High fly ball out towards left field. That one carrying. Hits the fence. Heading for the plate. He'll score.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. Man at second. Back up the, oh, that got him. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
So runners
Up
at the
next
corners,
for the Blue
nobody
Jays,
out. And
left
next for
fielder,
Toronto, Davis Schneider.
Schneider.
Swing and a miss at a slider. Action in the Angels bullpen. Brock Burke appears to be getting ready. And I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. The other way, and foul ball. Good job to fight that one off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Outside low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next one misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And they're all loaded up.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Bases loaded. Nobody out. Nathan Lucas will hit next. So they're all loaded up. That one is absolutely belted. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. 1 runs in.
How about that? Clears the bases. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Sam Bachman done for the night, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the
A new
Angels,
pitcher in the game, Connor
number
Brogdon.
75.
And as relievers go,
Connor
he's not a
Brogdon.
big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Just missed.
Well, these Jays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
2-2 down.
Next pitch is downstairs. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough, to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Man on second, 2 down. And now 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Lucas at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. But 4 score in the inning. 3 of them on this bases clearing double. Last chance coming up here for the Angels. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jimmy Garcia.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Now the number 2 hitter, Nolan Schanuel.
Nolan Schanuel.
That misses. Ball 3. Garcia, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Clement. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
He's 2 outs away. And now batting Mike Trout. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, when you swing through that one breaking ball that puts you up against the ropes with 2 strikes, you think he's either going to double up or try to blow a fastball by you with the next pitch. And right there, he snapped off another curve. It was the same result as the pitch before.
The Halos down to their final strike. That misses the zone. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good eye right there. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, his stuff is just too good to fail. And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
2 outs. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. And they get the out after the ricochet. And that'll do it.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around, up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.